Dean showed disrespect by not being honest, in my opinion, with the community. The community asked them how many units they were going to build. They said they didn't know. We asked how many are going to be affordable. They said they didn't know. I kind of believe that if they've gotten this far in the process to pencil out whether this project makes economic sense for them, they need to know what they're going to build and how many they're going to be affordable. And I think they decided that the last time they were here, the mistake they made was by showing all their cards early in the process, and they decided not to make that mistake again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, next up we have Ron Spalding.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. Ron Spalding, 1326 El Dorado Way, Lafayette, Colorado. Notwithstanding Mr. Preston's comments, he's a very active citizen, and there's a lot of frustration on his project. I want to talk about the annexation. Just a couple of comments. Differences of opinion, what happened at the meeting. I attended the meeting, and they described the whole process of what happens. It's my understanding, this is going to be a new process. All the things that happened in the past, the citizenry, I'm not for or against. I'm, just like to find out what's going on. But it's the beginning of the process. A lot of people disappointed, 1,000 or so, and many more thousands. There's 40,000 people in the city. But we have a fresh start. All the public comments and public hearing is going to take place as we go forth. Very thorough presentation, in my opinion, documented the city's process. So there's going to be a lot of time with that. May or may not go through. All the comments can be presented again, and we'll see what happens. Probably won't know anything much until mid-year. So you're at the very beginning of this. My only comment tonight is we got a long way to go. There's going to be a lot of citizen participation, and it may fly, it may not fly. But looking at the executive council memo, and again, this is way far in advance, but on page 4, there's a comment in a paragraph, Kensington desire to enter into an incentive agreement with the city. All the projects want an incentive agreement with the city. So we know that, and all the citizens are going to want to know what the incentive agreement is going to be in the city when you see what comes forth. So what I just want to point out, which I know the citizens and
this guy right here, he's sketchy. I don't know what he's about. I don't know who these, I know that's the fire department dude. I don't know who any of these people are though.
Tebow proposed on their page 3, item 7, item sub 7. Like all developers, they put in here, which is good. If they're not satisfied with the requirements being met, they can pull out. One of their requirements, well, we don't know yet, approval of an execution of an agreement, incentive agreement, which addresses, among other matters, the revenue sharing and public finance structure for the property on terms and conditions mutually acceptable to the purchaser and the city. So we don't know what's going to happen. If it goes that far and passes planning commission and the city and all, I think the key is going to be that incentive agreement. And the city's always done its due diligence, and I'm sure it will, to make sure it's favorable to the city. And just thinking ahead, I don't know. I don't know which way it's going to go. But if it does go that far, we have a, agreement with the city of Erie and the developments where we do revenue sharing with 9 Mile Corner and anything that comes in. Now, I haven't looked at all the legal documentation, but on the southwest, if this does get annexed, I'm assuming, which I shouldn't assume or presume, that we'll have an agreement with the city, maybe, perhaps revenue sharing on this.
This guy is saying absolutely nothing but a jumble of words.
Another alternative may be that Erie may be able to contribute something along with us. I mean, just things to consider 6 months from now or whenever they come in. So my point on the whole thing, we don't know which way it's going to go. Just want to look ahead and be following everything.
He is saying absolutely nothing.
Thank you very much.
He said
Thank you.
nothing.
All right. I am not seeing any more yellow speaker forms for in-person speakers, but would anyone in the public like to speak now? And then would you mind, sir, afterwards completing one of these yellow forms?
I want to know what the filling out the forms is all about.
Actually, Clerk Beck has one for you right here.
Thank you very much.
And then,
I want to ask about that next if I ever do go.
Richard Binzel. I'm at 1917 Stonehenge Drive, Lafayette. I want to echo Mr. Patton, Mr. Patton's comments. When you see this proposal, I understand correctly today is procedural, but if and when you see an actual proposal, you will see that they presented to the community meeting, I think 465 units, and it was not outraged, but just incredulous was the response of the local citizens. To the local citizens. So that's just a heads up. The second thing I want to point out about that parcel is it is the entrance to Lafayette from the north and from Erie. When you go to King Soopers or Lowe's at that intersection, look west and you will see the exact icon that you represent of the city of Lafayette. It is a mountain icon. That is Lafayette at the entrance to Lafayette. So when they come and propose you have to be prepared to protect what is Lafayette. And that's the 35-foot limit. And you may, at this time or at any other time, indicate to the developers that there is no way in Hades nor will citizens support it. So I don't want to be naive and say that will never be developed, but look at the beautiful development at 95th and Arapahoe, Atlas Valley, Forest Park Village. Those are wonderful developments that fit right into the community, meld with the community, meld with the local area, the local residents. And that's what you should have in mind when proposals come through for developing that parcel.
I have noticed they've upped the time from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. That's pretty cool.
I'll say thank you very much.
of course, thank you. All right, is anyone else in person? All right, I'm not seeing any in-person speakers. I do have, looks like one caller online. So can we go ahead and unmute phone number ending in 234? Phone number ending in 234. Looks like talking is permitted, so go ahead and start when you're ready.
Oh, hi. This is Cliff Zwart. I live at 1654 Woodward Street in Erie, Colorado. And I just invite that the process is, instead of developer-driven, is more citizen-driven, in that what are the goals for this land for Lafayette and for Erie? For example, the goal for Lafayette may be sales tax revenue, and to fit in with the local area and neighborhood. Erie, maybe sales tax revenue, and also water storage. So when we make a plan and a decision, I think it should be, or could be, viewed in those lights. Is that, does this development fit into those parameters? So, for example, housing units doesn't equal sales tax. And big box retailers have risks associated with them that they could go away. So the person that mentioned the Forest shopping area is a good example.
Okay, crazy. Oh my God, what? What did I just watch? I live next to crazy people. What the fuck? Oh. Oh yeah, huh? Is it this one? No, it's not this one. I forgot. Let's say I don't know what I just watched, but that's insane, people. That's the madness I have to do. If you're watching it, try to let me know, because really, I couldn't take. But yeah, 10 minutes of that was insanity. That was cuckoo, folks. That was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs like nobody's business. Not gonna lie. I do believe now more than ever that people are just getting stupid. There's nothing we can do to stop it. And idiocracy is going to be viewed as a historical something or other, because, yeah, bro, we're fucked. Humanity is fucked, people. We're, yeah. Go humanity. Well, I saw a bunch of people come in and leave, but I'm not going to stay in too long. I just wanted that to be seen and shown to the rest of the world. But if you got crazy, stupid people around you, you're not alone. Everybody's got crazy, stupid people around them. And it's really, it's hard to deal with crazy, stupid people. I don't like it. I don't want it. You have a good night, folks. I'll catch you in a little while.